One more thing is, sir, I think I understand backend phosphor and all the points I mentioned yesterday. So we have a different approaches, madam. When you are trying to working, see, in-memory authentication, memory authentication. Next, JDBC authentication. Next, JDBC authentication. What about next one, madam, please? Yeah, ORM based authentication, right? Next, JWT and WATH. So JDBC authentication means that if you are working with the Spring JDBC module, if you are working with Spring JDBC module, we can use JDBC authentication, sir. So we try to connect with JDBC. Now, OR mapping based authentication means that JPA, JPA or your Mongo, any company, Mongo repo. When you are trying to working with guys, then you can use OR based authentication. Sir, what it mean by next one? JWT, JSON Web Token. So JSON Web Token is one of the authentication technique. Even we try to use when you are working with ORM, when we are using JWT also, we'll take the help of JPA based authentication, guys. JPA based authentication, no doubt about it. Okay. So that's fine, Shiva. Let's move forward to working with for this. Right. Guys, now tell me, sir, which one we can go for developer, please? Can I go for JDBC authentication or can I go for JWT?
JDBC.
Okay. Let me start working with JDBC authentication, but you never use JDBC authentication, guys. Maybe you try to work with OR mapping base or JWT. Even if you're carrying project also, then he's expecting from you people JWT, guys. Anyway, let me try to work with that. We'll go one by one. So I think you don't have any questions in the last session. If you have any question, let me know then, guys, please, before going to start. Anyone?
No, sir.
Good. Now, let me try to work on this. Same example, let me try to choose and let me try to work with that. Same example, I'll try to take, sir. Good. So when you are trying to designing this application, guys, first step, what exactly you require, sir? First step, what exactly you require? Then let's try to create one project, add the dependencies. What is the dependency we can add it? Web, security, and JDBC, because you're trying to work with JDBC based authentication, right? New. Okay, let me design step by step. Okay. Spring Boot. Then whatever next one? JDBC authentication. Generally, we not use sir most of the times because you are working with the more mapping base. But I'll show you then. I'll keep it in the repository. Now, right now, Spring Security, Web, MySQL driver. Don't forget about it. Is really required, right? Without MySQL driver, how to connect to the database software? Yes or no? Yes. Then you can try to go for JDBC API, Spring Data JDBC, like this. So you can try to connect to it like this. Next. Let's creating survey. Let's see that here. Main thing is writing security, sir. My part is I'm focusing only security. Web, SQL, everything is fine. Spring data, JDBC. So data, JDBC. Right. This is the way again. Otherwise, you can try to use starter, JDBC, sir. JDBC API, you can try to take it. That's the best thing. Right. Now, done. So once you completed this, what are the next steps, please? Let's go for controller Shiva. Here I'm not writing anything great, sir. Hi, hello. That's what I want to write it. Mainly my focus is database concept, right? I click on this new class. Okay. com.example.rest. Then here you can try to say user rest controller. Rest controller. Then you can say that at the rate of rest controller. Public string admin. Now return H3. What is that? H3. Then welcome admin. Just I'm writing simple things, sir. Only thing is my focus is database connections and not this one. Right. Let's try to write like this smile bow figure. Then if you want to provide, right. Like this. Got it, sir? Now admin. So you can try to specify at the rate of get mapping. Okay. Value. Then you can try to use admin details. That's it. Admin details. That's it. This is the way you can try to write it. Now, hello user, welcome admin, right? The same way you can try to use, because only my intention is the role is admin, then I had to go for admin. The role is user, then I had to go for user. That's what my plan is. Otherwise, I'll use here admin only. User accessing. Okay. Then practice purpose. Okay. Then hello you welcome user. Simple. Right. End-to-end application I'm not designing, you know very well, you're expert in that. So now we can try to use welcome or common information, and I want to display high information like this. Okay. Public string get common. Return H3. H3. Welcome to at the rate of get mapping. Get mapping. Then value common. Common. Then what I can say? Home. So welcome home, it means that you can try to go for welcome to home page. Just I'm writing home page. Simple, sir. Okay. This is the way what I'm trying to specify, sir. If you want, you can try to specify welcome, warm wishes also. Even if you want, you can try to log out also. This is the way. Is it clear, sir, everyone? Yes.
Yes, sir.
This is a simple thing, sir. I'm not trying. Just give me 1 minute, please. Yeah, just give me 1 minute. Let me type it. See, guys. Then observe that. If you are observe that, what exactly we are doing here now? Right, just a controller, right? Event. Can I go for to log out? Yes. Oh, I did it. Okay. Then log out. That's it. Now, guys, please. Here, just we are writing welcome. Then even if you want, you can write now. Only thing is to security configuring, sir. My focus is admin and user. Okay. Welcome, boss. Right. So just like this, so many resources I mentioned now. How to configure as a secure, that's important for me. Remaining everything we can manage. So that's not a problem for us. Are you clear? Yes. Now, where is the configuration details, Shiva? That's a very important, right, madam? Database configuration details. Security will write it after configurations, right? Now, here, data source dot URL, JDBC colon, MySQL colon, localhost 3306. Then, what is the name, ma'am? Time, MySQL database. #101. SUCHI, SUCHI 101. So this is the way you can try to perform the operations, sir. Nothing is there, right? What about next one? Spring dot data source dot username, right? Then root. Spring dot data source dot password. Then root like this. Server dot port number 8082. That's enough for me. Are you clear, please? Yes. Now, let me focus as a security, sir. Security, I will configure it. Sir, what is the security? Yesterday we discussed, right, ma'am? Let me try to go for that. Security config, new config, right? Fine. So how to configure then? At the rate of configuration, at the rate of enable web security, right, sir? Then here I can try to mention here now static final string admin. Just I'm writing admin. Wait, private, private static final user, right? Then user like this. Got it, sir? Now private data source like this. So the data source is one interface, guys. The data source is one interface. And what is the implementation class, madam? Driver manager data source, sir. And who will provide this one? Spring framework will be provided. Spring framework as part of Spring JDBC is trying to providing driver managed data source. But data source is interface is available javax.sql package, madam. Javax dot which package, madam? SQL package. Okay. Now let's try to go for to write, sir. So what I can try to do then now? I should be get the roles or not, guys? I should be perform authentication or not? Username and password exist or not? I have to check that or not, guys, please, in the database. So the database level, username and password if it exists, then only I want to be get it. First, for this, Let's try to go and write it here, please. One table. Okay, what table we try to create? What is the table you want? You can try to create so that table that's not a problem. Are you understanding, sir, please? Guys, right. So here, if you have, please, take a moment. Okay. So here, let me try to create one table. In the table, just what we are mentioning now, what information we try to mention? Username, password, enable. ఈ రెండే పెడతానమ్మా ఏం పెట్టను. Let me create a table. What table I'm creating? Users. ఇంక డేటాబేస్ లోనే సెట్ చేస్తామన్నమాట మొత్తం నా డేటాని. Users is my table. Okay. Right. Here what I'm giving is username. Username. Admin. Right. Then I can say password. Then varchar2. But even username, it means that varchar2 or integer, sir. Right. Username and password like this, simple. Username and password. Then you can try to specify enabled. Here I'm giving like this. Int. Just we specified like this, enabled or not. Let me create it, apply. Now, one more table I'm creating, sir. What is the table name? Authorities. What is the table name, sir? Authorities. Authorities level, just we try to specify admin or role user, admin or user. That's it, sir. I'm not doing anything here. Right. Username. Username. Then password. Sorry, not password. Username authority. Authority. That's it, sir. This is the way we can try to specify. Good. So what exactly you're mentioning here now, please? Let me try to run the authorities here. Then username level, we try to specify admin. Authority is role admin. Right. Here, user, role user. You can try to have any way, sir. I'm designing like this. So just here, what I'm doing now, user level, we are trying to mentioning the user name. What is user name? You can try to provide any name. I don't mind. Because I'm not sending a data from the database, sorry, front end. I'm doing information in the back end. Only my intention is to understand the security. The remaining things you can do, the registration and fetching the information is fine. You are the expert in that case. Username admin. Once this username is matching, what about password? the password, I want to see like encryption format, sir. I want to see the encryption format. Shiva, how can we specify encryption format? The question comes not guys. How can we specify encryption format? Right. So let me show you, sir, one technique. So. Here, you can try to use bicrypted password and encoder we new, then see Spring Boot is providing a bicrypted password encoder. So it means that this having a yesterday showing the encoding and decoding, right? Like base 64. Internally it will be having, sir. If you want, you can check that here. Go inside it and you can see bicrypted password. Right? Is a regular pattern compile. See, yesterday last session we discussed a pattern compile crypto. Different encryption formats we are having here, sir. We can convert it. So empty encoded format. Okay, let me do it. So what I can do now here, format, then yeah, b dot encode. Then you can say specify admin at the rate of 123. Then just I'm giving this, I want to know the encryption format of this password, sir. Then only I can try to use it. Even if you want, you can try to know user also, sir. User information also, you want to know that. Are you clear, sir? How to get the using bicrypted encoder? Encode. So this is a very technique, sir. We should be know. Even internet also online, we can try to encrypt it. That information we try to use, sir, generally. Okay. Encrypted password, I want to say for user also, guys. User 123. Then you can specify like this. Run the application, sir. Now I want to see that encrypted password. This password will try to specify in the database. First one is admin at data 123. Second one is user 123. Okay. Now these are two passwords, sir. Please observe that. Is it clear? First one is what? At the data like this. Admin at the data 123. And then this password, just we are adding, sir. Where we are adding the database. So the database level, generally, the data will be stored in the encryption format only, guys. Enabled one. Is it clear, sir, please? Yes or no?